Greetings and welcome to your destination. You've reached the Psychological Wellness Hub. We aim to help you build your knowledge and wellness around better understanding mental health and psychological concepts. Welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is an expansion on the psychological wellness skill of sleep and sleep hygiene. A part 2 in a series where we build further on the skill of sleep hygiene. Please feel free to watch part 1 of the video of this series, which prepares you for this video. See the link below in the description. What does sleep do to our psychological wellness? Our psychological makeup contains many parts. Sleep contributes to and enhances these many parts. For example, our energy levels, our esteem, our values, our beliefs, our motivations, and our desires. Our mental hygiene benefits from it. Sleep promotes homeostasis or balance in our brain and body. What are some barriers to sleep? Here's a brief list of some barriers to sleep. Excessive doubt, excessive excuses, saying I can't, living in the pity pot, not following through. Excessive stress, rating how we feel in the moment as how we will always feel, forgetting that we don't always feel this bad, always. Negative thinking is not bad, it can help us, but if it becomes a dominant focus by our choice, then that can hurt us as well and hurt our sleep. Focusing too much on our weaknesses, thinking about all of this while trying to get to sleep. Excessive caffeine, excessive alcohol, eating too much too late, electronics, the blue light impact. Tapping into sleep hygiene step by step. Here's some ways to tap into sleep resources. Forgetting that some of the focus on weaknesses and pity can actually be helpful. Remembering to look for the light in darkness. Identifying what you're thankful or grateful for. Take a personal inventory. Avoid excessive exercise at least a couple hours or longer prior to going to sleep. Avoid using your bed except for sleep and sex. Create an environment that caters to sleep. Things like temperature, sheets, comforter, sounds, light. Create a body state that caters to sleep. Things like taking a shower or bath before you go to sleep. Using the hot tub, massage, comfortable clothing, progressive muscle relaxation. Create a mental state that caters to sleep. Taking that brain dump, journaling and getting all that stuff out of you. Avoiding electronics, the blue light factor. Breathing exercises. Mindfulness, going to that safe space before you fall asleep. And finally, sleep aids, things like music, fan, pleasant sounds, medication. Please consult with your physician before adding. Sex, foods or beverages that may promote sleep, things like tryptophan, tea or sleepy time tea, noise reducers or blockers. I'm going to read some examples of individuals who tap into sleep in their lives. Please note these are not real people, but stories that represent real scenarios. Listen while I tell you their story. Listen for sources of sleep hygiene while I read. Lastly, I will specifically point out some of the sources or resources of sleep hygiene for each example before moving on to the next. Our first example is Earl. Earl is a shift worker. When Earl has trouble sleeping or engages in preventative sleep patterns, there are common choices he does. Earl makes sure to go to bed every night at the same time, as best as he can around 10 p.m. He listens to his favorite music while winding down for the night, and in the last hour or two he puts on easy listening music. Earl will combine this with a nice shower to rinse off the day, a little while before he settles in for the night. Earl doesn't like to eat too late. Sources of hygiene. Structure, music, routine, body state prep, taking a shower is what we mean by that. Mental state prep, easy listening, music, avoiding heavy foods before he goes to bed. In our next example, we're going to talk about Christy, a woman in her 20s who exercises daily. She will listen to certain music during her exercise routine in the evening when she works out. However, she changes the music tempo after she moves to the sauna, slowing things down. Christy avoids her bed till it's bedtime unless involved in that other activity. Christy makes sure to call her mom early enough after her routine, but not too close to her bedtime. Christy lets her mind activity go by putting her thoughts down on a to-do list and saves them to look at them in the morning. Source of hygiene for Christy. Routine, social contacts, creating a body state, easy listening, music, sauna, and letting her thoughts go on the list. Now let's talk about Mary. Mary is a single mother of 4 children whom are still young. Mary is challenged every day with caring for others and their needs. Mary creates a structure in the evening to find balance for caring for the house and caring for herself. She will usually accomplish a couple of things around the house as the kids get ready for bed. She will then put the kids down. After this, she'll put in at least 15 minutes of exercise, even though she is tired. Mary will not go to bed before calling her friend well beforehand and having some good belly laughs about things that happen throughout the day. Mary remembers to regularly put on her silk bedclothes that are so comfortable to go in bed in. Lastly, Mary puts on some relaxing sounds she rotates each night of things like nature, the ocean, thunderstorms, and classical music. What are some of Mary's sources of hope? Structure, social context, family, humor, self-care, music, and creating a body state of nighttime bedclothes, those silk pajamas. Finally, let's talk about Stephen. Stephen likes to have a couple with the boys during the week, but will cut himself off, not letting himself have any drinks after 9 p.m. as he needs to work the next day. He saw a bartender getting ready to make him his last drink that his buddy was buying him. Stephen caught the bartender and asked for a decaffeinated beverage with his last drink instead of a caffeinated one. Stephen takes off from his friends and gets home. Stephen forgot to eat, but it is getting later, so he only has a light snack. Eat some turkey, since it is still a little time before bed and he has to go to bed. Stephen takes a hot bath, gets ready in his pajamas, and reads in his chair instead of in his bed. As he notices he is starting to drift off in the chair to sleep, he moves to the bed with his comfortable sheets and lays down after turning off all the lights. He realizes he has his cell phone in his pocket of his pajamas. He is about to start to jump on social media, but wants to avoid the stimulation of that as he is ready to hit the sack. So he turns it upside down and places it on his nightstand. Sources of hygiene: setting limits with self, self-care, preparing the body for sleep, limiting alcohol intake too late, light snack instead of heavy meal, did not read in bed so his brain doesn't associate bed with that activity, avoids the blue light and stimulation from a cell phone, and uses a sleep aid of turkey. We hope you found today's topic was useful for yourself or someone else. Let us know if it was by commenting below. Let us know if we'd like to hear about or topics that could be useful to you by commenting below, and we'll take it under consideration. If you like what you heard today and would like to hear more from Destination Psychological Wellness Hub, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. See the subscribe button just below the screen and that thumbs up. This will help you get the newest content produced by the channel to you. Please tell all your friends and family about the channel and share this and other videos with them on this channel. Encourage them too to like and subscribe. And as always, we hope your psychological wellness continues to grow with us in this community. Thank you.